Leo, what's up? Welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. I'm Shaan, and I started with looking at your love language, what your energy tends to be in connections, and then after I share with you what I have out here, we're going to look at the top 3 things that make you attractive to a potential lover, what they love about you. So we'll look at that in just a moment, but the first card that popped out was Psychic Connection. Your communication goes beyond mere words. I could be talking to a Cancer, Leo, Cusper, because that was a theme in the Cancer reading. And as you know, Cancer oftentimes is represented by the Queen of Cups. They can feel. But you also have this thing with you too, where when it comes to you and your connection in your relationships, you are intuitive and you can sense and feel the connection beyond the kind of 3D ground energy. I don't know if you might have dreams that are similar. You might communicate with people in your dreams. You might have dreams about people that you are in love with or that you are in romance with that are resonant. But it feels like there's something deeper than just being able to observe a thing, talk about a thing that can draw you and your partners together. And it's also because you are incredibly observant. You are really, really observant, and that's really wonderful. Now, another card that's out here beneath the deck is Marriage, and it says wedding bells are ringing. Before I got on camera, I shuffled the cards. Proposal popped out, and I took that message, and then I reshuffled, and then I came on camera, and marriage is out here this time. And so I don't know what the connection is with you specifically in your life happening between proposal and marriage. It might be someone making an offer, or you're making an offer to someone about marriage or about commitment, about leveling up in some way. But as it relates to the style of this particular reading, there's something about you, Leo, that has a wonderful foundational aspect of who you are and your connections. And because of that, it makes you look very attractive for partnership long term, for marriage. So that's an important vibe that I want to get out here. Now, we're going to get some cards out here to help us see what those 3 top characteristics are about you in love, what makes you attractive, why they love you. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, for Leo. The top 3 things that makes Leo attractive. What do they love about Leo? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Top 3 things. All right, we have one out here, and then we have another one out here, and then we have a third one out here beneath the deck. Moving forward no matter what, taking the light and the dark, transmuting those energies, and still moving forward in a relationship. You're not going to give up. That's a beautiful energy. Now, we have some interesting stuff out here, okay? So the first thing, there might be someone, Leo, that is looking at you right now. It just might be specific. For others of you, this is just very general. You know, who you are in the world, people notice this about you. But again, there's someone around you, and this is very specific what they're noticing about you, and they like it. This is very approachable, okay? The 5 of Swords down. For the person that I'm speaking to, and it's very specific, they see you as someone who's not a tit-for-tat person. You know, you're not looking to just win an argument just to win. You're not looking to be in the light, in the right, in your arguments or in your conversations. You have a humility about you. You don't mind saying, okay, you're right, cool, want to go get some pizza? Because the 5 of Swords in reverse is approachable. When the 5 of Swords is upright, that is that keeping score. You know, you want to tell someone to take their shoes and put them in the room. They're like, well, what about you? You ate the last of the cereal. You can't even get a point across, because anytime there's a grievance in the connection or in a relationship, they have something else they need to say. So therefore, no change is ever met, because they always have a reason to justify not doing their part. I know, that's really deep. Leo, someone recognizes that that is not you, okay? They see you as someone who, you know, you're not about that. You're not about being right. You're approachable. You're easygoing in the connection. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We have the 8 of Swords out here, which is some Gemini energy. So there are a couple of things that I want to say. They see you as someone who does not mind doing the hard work of thinking about your life, planning your life, right? And I say the hard work because, yeah, it's wonderful to be light and easy and flowy, but life is still lifing. And so this feels like someone recognizes you as someone who can recognize when there's potential trouble ahead. You're not going to just ignore if there's an issue happening, if there's some type of figurative fire lit somewhere. You're going to put attention on it, and you're really going to think about how to make things better when they're not really going as well as they could. Another thing that I want to say, Leo, is that with the 8 of Swords being out here, I just want to give a special caution to be cautious of anyone who might love the fact that you potentially can be locked in to a relationship easy, okay? Because sometimes this in a connection can feel like someone being vulnerable to love, and also getting into a connection and then being possessed by the relationship, kind of being in a possessive situation, kind of being in bondage and tied to the relationship and someone taking advantage. I know that's so extreme, but I just want to let you know to be cautious about that. If someone has eyes on you and they see you as that, and they're looking to have a codependent relationship with you. The 2 of Swords out here. So the 2 of Swords is, again, you thinking with your mind. I guess you can't really think with anything else. It's okay. You know what I meant. Okay. So, but you being a thinker, okay, the 2 decisions to make. They see you as someone who's okay with taking a moment to really think things through. They see you as a cerebral person. But again, I want to do a caution for whoever specifically has someone with eyes on you, Leo. This could potentially be someone who sees you as someone who is vulnerable and might want to use that in their advantage. Okay, that's a very specific message. But another thing that's coming through too, Leo, is that this person sees you as being thoughtful about who you will accept and who you will attract in a relationship. You just not gonna date anybody. Okay? And so they see you as having a standard for yourself, and that might be why you become cerebral about what you choose, Leo. You don't mind taking your time to say, okay, I like this, but I don't like that. You're not just gonna choose anyone. You kind of have a picky thing about you, and that is very appealing to people who are looking at you. Now, I'm going to go on into the extended video. If you feel like you got everything that you need from this video, well, hey, and I'm glad that you popped in, and I'll see you next time. If you're interested in the extended video, if you are on TikTok, you need to go to my link in the bio, and it'll take you to my Vimeo page, and you can see all the videos there. Or you can go over to YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, look down in the description and you will see the direct link to the extended video there. If you have everything that you need, trust it, and I'll see you next time. For those of you who are going to come over to the extended video, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into these energies to see what this is really about in terms of what people are attracted to about you, what they love about you. And then I'm also going to get some cards out here to see what is ahead in terms of love, future love. But sometimes with that, we just really find what Spirit wants you to know or wants you to keep in mind. So come on over to the extended if you can. If not, I'll see you next time. I love you, Leo. Take care. Bye.